Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Gregor?
Yes, was there something else you wanted?
I had a few other questions.
The tower has been quiet for a while. I suppose I have time to answer your questions.
How did you become a Templar?
My history does not concern you. I am sure you have better things to do than pry into someone else's personal life.
Don't you feel guilty about wanting to slaughter everything?
Do not misunderstand. I do not want to do this. I do, however, see that the rite of annulment may be necessary. An unprepared village or town would be devastated should even one abomination chance upon it. We cannot allow it. And the mages, if any live, I do not know what they may have become. We may have to kill them to be certain.
The Templar at the docks seems a little odd.
Carol. He's generally a good lad, but a little strange, yes. He should probably be in Denerim, but I could spare no one else.
I should go.
Yes, was there something else you wanted?
How did this trouble start again?
As I said, I do not know. Perhaps you will find answers in the tower.
I should go. Okay, let's go to Lothering. Right. Maybe I'll meet the group right there. Of adventurers, actually. They're elites. Huh, they have a mage with them? Okay. An archer, two-handed warrior, a warrior with a sword and shield, and a mage. Well, exactly like my party is.
Rough travels out here, eh? We even saw Darkspawn on the way in.
Darkspawn, you don't say.
Right, Darkspawn. We killed a whole band of them on the way up from Lothering. We're delivering a message to the Chantry in Denerim. You?
What's the message about?
We saw a blood mage down near the Brazilian forest. We're off to tell the Chantry about him.
I'm here to stop you.
I thought you said... Wait, you're serious?
Absolutely. Turn around now and just go home.
Hey, no need to get pushy. We were just in it for the experience.
I see. Right. Going back to Lothering. And I'll go collect my reward from the Mages Collective. Though I probably could have. I think I actually will kill them. You know, just to loot their corpses. If I can loot them at anything.
Rough travels out here, eh? We're delivering a message. We saw a blood mage down... I thought you said... Wait, you're serious?
Dead serious.
You look pretty tough, but we just fought Darkspawn. I think we can handle a few losers in armor. Let's see what you've got.
Oh, he is the elite. The others are just regular.
Right.
Okay.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
The mage is dead.
Push them back!
We're dying from you!
Your time to...
your word. You can do better than that. A little politics? I can see why.
Good to go. Be careful! Glorious again.
It's not much, but I did gain a level on Morrigan.
On it.
No armor from them though.
Right.
Oh. Seal of Rat Red. Okay.
Say what you must.
Yeah, Sten, no need to be grumpy. This might be a good ring for Duran, but nah. Gonna give it to Sten, he needs it. Okay. As for Morrigan, more willpower, more magic, and a bit more constitution. Yeah, regeneration. The demons up in the tower will actually be pretty difficult to deal with. I'm gonna make some potions. Wait, recipe for Lyrium potion. Good. Okay, need a distillation agent. Fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have my 2 healing spells right there. Let's move on to loadering. Here we are. Who killed the mage? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Their bodies are still here. The refugee bodies. I don't remember how it was in the vanilla game. It might be something to do with a mod.
I have a thought.
Oh, what's on your mind?
We have an opportunity that I believe we should take advantage of. To the point. My mother was once divested of a particular grimoire by a most annoying Templar hunter. It occurred long before I was born, but even today, Flemeth speaks of the loss with great rage. With the circle of magi in such disarray, it occurs to me that this might be the perfect time to recover the tome from their possession, for surely it eventually ended up in their hands.
What makes you think the mages still have this book?
Flemeth is a sorceress of legend, is she not? And her grimoire would be more than a mere curiosity to mages that daren't even glance towards the places my mother has walked for eons. No doubt 'tis considered something dangerous, perhaps best locked away somewhere dark, yes? And if not, then at least I know it does not exist. But there is no harm in looking, surely?
What do you want with this grimoire exactly?
'Tis a book of spells, of the sort that Flemeth has dabbled with throughout her long life. 'Tis not the sort of thing that would benefit a mage of the standard variety. They were taught a different path. I, however, was taught by my mother. I know a way around the wards my mother would have placed on such a tome. I know the language that she would have written it in. I would find such a tome most useful.
Useful? In what way?
Useful in the way that it might increase my power. Useful in the way that I would become more useful to you. Does that not follow?
Very well. If we go back to the tower, I'll look for it.
Good. I am most interested to see its contents, should it be located. The grimoire is leather-bound and adorned with the symbol of a leafless tree, should you come across it. If not, however, then I shall simply put it out of my mind.
Okay.
So, full of questions, are you?
Tell me, are you really Flemeth's daughter?
I assume you were actually asking whether Flemeth herself gave birth to me. Truly, I do not know. I once asked Flemeth that very question, and she merely laughed at me. 'Tis not inconceivable that she could capture a chastened man, or perhaps change to a more attractive form to attract him willingly. I find it more difficult to imagine her with child.
Can an abomination even reproduce?
Who knows for certain? Flemeth is unique in her fashion, providing that the tales of her legend are as she claims. And she claims little. I do know the tales of Flemeth having many daughters, even though I have never met another. And Flemeth has always treated me as her blood.
She doesn't seem very motherly.
Must one be a doting and simpering moron to be considered a suitable mother? Flemeth taught me everything I needed to learn. How to survive, the meaning of power, the truth of men. If other mothers do not teach these things, then I believe them the lesser.
I suppose that's true.
You suppose it's true? 'Tis true. Take yourself. You do not honestly desire such things from me, do you? 'Tis better to be free of such cloying and cluttering delusions as love.
Why limit yourself?
I do not consider it a limitation. Not leaping into a burning building also happens to be an experience best avoided. I tire of this discussion. Let us move on, shall we?
She does approve.
So, full of questions. Possibly, if I had the desire to. I do not.
As you wish. Okay. That's the bug I was talking about with her approval.
We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will.
Never mind. Yeah. I guess I could talk with her at camp.
You sing a great deal.
Yes, I do. Music lifts my spirit. Would you like me to stop?
I didn't say that. Was that part of your chant?
No, it was a ballad about a highwayman and the tavern girl who loved him. Could you not tell?
All your language sounds the same to me. I thought you were singing of vegetables, actually.
Okay. Singing of vegetables.
friend. Care to take advantage?
That he would listen to Leliana singing of vegetables does actually tell me a great deal about him. Or about the quality of Leliana's singing. Alright, didn't I give this venom? Well, okay. Well, let's go inside the tavern, just to make then get the Kunari armor.
Oh, friend. This...
Okay. There we have it. It's gonna take me, I don't know, 5 or so levels. I think even more. I wonder how much strength he has right now. 28, so 22. Well, actually no, 20. Sorry, 14 points of strength. I just need 14 more points of strength for him. Of course, that's at the expense of everything else. So I could potentially do it in 3 levels, but I'm gonna do it in 5, 6 or so. Whether or not I actually... This is a chantry. Whether or not I actually keep Sten in the Kunari armor until the end of the game remains to be seen. There are plenty of items. With regards to Duran specifically though, I'm thinking... In this mod there is Balin's armor, the one he was wearing. It's pretty good, and it actually
Why are
looks
you here?
good on dwarves.
What do you mean?
Women are priests, or merchants, or artisans, or farmers. None of those have any place fighting.
I have no idea how to answer this.
It is not done. There is no more to it.
Do you mean your people have no female mages or warriors?
Of course not. Why would our women wish to be men?
What are you talking about? They don't wish to be men.
They shouldn't. That can only lead to frustration.
Sten! No, never mind. Let's drop.
In a medieval army, I wouldn't put women on the front lines. If they want to fight, they could do it as archers or as horsemen. But as, let's say, part of a shield wall, no. There are reasons for that. Doesn't relate to disliking women. It's just simply something related to the physical differences between men and women. The reality is, men commonly, besides, you know, certain cases, men generally are stronger, taller than women. As I said, in certain cases this doesn't apply. But, you know, when you're fighting in massed armies in a shield wall, then you don't want a weak point. Besides a few exceptions, I guess Aveline and Dragon Age 2 would count as such, you probably wouldn't want a woman, especially, you know, a farm woman, though they are with no real training. Well, though what personally I would do with the medieval army is have units for men, units for women, for many reasons, not just, you know, physical differences, other reasons as well.
But I still don't have food to sell.
Well, no, I wish food actually played a part in all of this, but we only have potions. Still, I guess it's better than having food regenerating
The
health.
city yesterday.
Oh, great. Need to go to the Imperial Highway if I want to leave this place.
Who are you?
Who am I? I am the Grey Warden Duran. An arrogant son of a bitch. Personally, I feel that in terms of locations, Lothering is probably one of the best in the entire game. But that's just my personal opinion in regards to it. What do we have here? Yeah, random encounter on the road. Is it gonna be a random battle or something? Yeah. In this particular encounter.
Right ahead. Right ahead.
This is gonna be great. Okay, Morrigan.
So be it. Right ahead.
Victory shall be mine!
I am wounded. Okay, battle on it is then. Run.
Well, at least the emissary is dead.
Weapons at the ready! What? It is done.
Absolute violence is sufficient. Good to go! I can't keep this up. Trap right ahead. Trap right ahead. It's your time to die!
I bear the scars of battle.
Right away.
You know what I'm thinking right now? That I'm missing on so much experience. The thing is, I do have improved tools. Why am I failing? Whatever.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Yeah, the way out is through here. Demonic poison. What, are darkspawn demons now? They're not. I should have gone to Lake Calenhad though. Please, no more random encounters. Okay.
What are you trying to do, woman?
I was not attempting to do anything, and do not speak to me in that tone.
With the warden.
Ah, did you desire a demonstration?
Do you believe you can control him? Did your magic fail you there?
You have no idea what you speak of, Canary.
Perhaps not. But I know a viper when I see one. If you must.
The Mage's Collective thanks you. Make us smile upon you.
2 sovereigns, huh? Not bad. That's the kind of money I need right now. I'm not gonna take the popular decisions in this particular walkthrough. Hell, I never take the popular decisions. Anyone who's seen my Mass Effect, Witcher 1, Witcher 2, that kind of stuff, walkthroughs will know what kind of decisions I take.
This is the prison for your mages? Ours is not so grand.
So the mages are all locked within. A fitting end for those who gave up their own...
Yes.
I want to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak then.
You said something earlier about mages.
We have no mages such as you do. We have beasts in the shape of men who perform tricks.
Magic is more than tricks.
True. I suppose it is also horror and perversion.
Magic's not entirely evil, you know.
As a fish stranded by the tide knows the air, or a drowning man knows the sea, so does a mage know magic.
Knowledge is not as deadly as ignorance.
Knowledge is one half of wisdom, but there are many things that can only be known too late. Parshera, are we going to fight the Darkspawn, or chatter until they grow bored and leave? Very well.
What do you mean your mages are beasts?
I misspoke. They are not beasts. Beasts learn eventually.
That's hardly fair, Sten.
Life is fair. Is there some reason you insist upon discussing this?
Yeah, life is not fair. It's a subject of concern to me.
You live in this world just as I do. You already know what magic is.
What, did the mage kill your puppy or something? And what is magic?
A sword with no hilt. There is no use talking of this. We should move on. Very well. Then I suggest we move on.
For approval.
Yes. I am hardly surprised.
What were you quoting earlier?
The Kyun, the path to wisdom. I am not surprised you don't recognize it.
And you have it memorized.
Don't you learn the things your priests teach?
Of course I do.
Then you shouldn't be surprised. Speak then.
Mages aren't as dangerous as you say.
Say that to the Templars at the bottom of the Circle Tower. See if they agree.
Not all mages turn to blood magic.
My people have a tale. An Ashkari walked among the fields once, observing the laborers at work. Flax bloomed all around him, the color of still water. The air rippled like a curtain. As he stopped to examine a blossom, a bee stung him on the hand. The Ashkari turned to a laborer for aid and noticed for the first time the heavy gloves and coat she wore. As she tended to him, the Ashkari asked them why she was dressed so in such stifling heat. "To avoid your fate," she replied. "But there are many thousands of bees here," the Ashkari said to her, "and only one stung me. Surely your caution is unwarranted." "The stinger is always a surprise," agreed the laborer. "But so is the bee that simply passes one by."
But bees don't know the consequences like mages do.
It costs a bee its life to sting a man. What does it cost a mage? We should not linger here. Very well. Then I suggest we move. I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Don't the Kunari ever want to change their lot in life?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
But that makes turtle stronger.
Does it? It's also his weakness. If he stumbles and falls over, it pins him on his back. It is better to armor yourself with no more than what you need. One life, one duty.
I suppose that's true.
Shall we move on?
Is there anything you like about Ferelden?
There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
Cookies?
Yes. We have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied.
You sound a bit homesick.
Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own. To see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Saharon. Tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs.
You left out rotting garbage.
True. I was trying to forget that part. Shall we move on? Speak, then. Then I suggest... I am hardly surprised. Very well.
Let's go.
As you wish.
Whoa. Sten approves plus 23. Awesome. Right.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Callow? You thought I was callow.
You sound surprised. You must have heard this before. You'll get over it. Eventually.
So, will you tell me now why you were caged?
I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Exactly what happened?
I told you before that I was sent here. I was not sent alone. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
What happened to the other Kunari?
I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
How exactly did the Darkspawn reach Lake Calenhad if Logain's army was keeping them pinned at Ostagar until the battle? But Sten was in that cage before the battle, I think. At least that's what I believe. What did you do?
I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
Did the farmers know where it was?
They said they found me with nothing.
Did you believe them?
I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
It's only on objects then. You could get another sword.
Do your people have no souls as we know them? Convenient for you. That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Accidents happen. Couldn't you search for it, actually?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Where did you fight Darkspawn?
Near Lake Calenhad.
Don't worry, we'll find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
Well, I know where to go to find the sword. There is a bit of traveling involved.
On it.
Okay, first you need to go to Lake Calenhad. I'll do this in this video since I'm here anyway. 23 approval with Sten, for a single conversation.
I am led to understand that the Kunari have their own mages as well. Is this so?
You would not understand.
Not understand? Is it mental capacity that you believe I lack? Or are you worried I will sympathize with my so-called brethren?
Take your pick.
Is that supposed to make me angry?
It means I find myself wishing that your people held proper, civilized attitudes towards magic.
That is a rather hostile thing to say.
And yet you continue speaking. Astonishing.
Back off! I was here first!
You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
Only if it's a Kunari blade.
A Q what?
People like my friend here.
Oh, is he? Well, that's... see, I'd like to sell you one, but I don't, have any myself. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it, I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
Where is he now?
He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him.
Gladly. Scavengers. Well, Bodan is also a scavenger, so guess I shouldn't be too hostile towards them. Still, Bodan is different in this squirmy little fellow. Okay, Frostback Mountains. Here you'll find an ambush of Loghain's men. Say hello to ambush number 2.
About time a warden showed. Loghain.
Holy shit. What the fuck? What the hell was that?
You battle a cry.
You battle a dead man. That's the problem with getting to Orzammar. You have to deal with these bloody people. Well, focus on the mage and you'll have no problem. I forgot about that part. Duran is a Templar, so...
About time a warden showed. And his regard.
Begin the onslaught. Make it preserve us. Tear them apart.
Victory shall
I
be
never
mine.
liked this
Ah,
one.
damn it.
All right, battle it is then.
I go.
Yes? I shall do.
Here. Fools.
Ah, great. That's why I need a tank that doesn't die. And well, maybe they're too high level for me. Then again, people have been able to deal with these guys.
And his regard.
I am ready. Direct me.
What the hell? Shit.
It's either you or me, and it isn't gonna be me.
God damn you all. Well, I do have other options available to me. As in... Okay.
Enemies approaching! Locate and district.
Ah, screw you. Well, I'm just gonna have to pause the video right here. Costin, signing.